Hello, YouTube viewers. I have today come to discuss the possibility of my Myers-Briggs type and what it is. Myers-Briggs is a personality assessment that has been measured to assess how a person thinks, how they respond to their environment, and how they make decisions. There were 16 possible types. According to this, it was made by Catherine Isbell and her daughter, I don't remember her name offhand. And it was first used during World War II, if you want the history behind it, to place women in jobs while the men were fighting in the war. Now, it has been multiply refuted by psychologists and used by mostly business-type individuals. Psychologists have refuted it, and it truthfully lacks the consideration for the idea that people and individual are more complex than a box and stratifications of 16 possible types. Now, I first took an online assessment back in 2015, if there is any speculation about my Myers-Briggs type. From the human metrics and the 16 personality type online source. Many online sources have been criticized that they're not accurate and used by a professional, and that they're not valid. They have no predictive validity, construct validity, concurrent validity, or any of that kind of assessments related to personal validity. They do not predict. The goal of psychology is to describe, predict, determine a cause, and explain an individual's behavior. Now, I scored, for the first time I took it, this INTJ type, which in 2015, which seemed pretty fitting. I am a very strategical person, hence what I'm doing right now. I do have a very quick response to things, and to always try and have a plan when something comes. I don't know if you want to call it versatile or a quick strategical mind, but here's the thing about the INTJ type. According to IDR Labs, which is a very inaccurate source, you could go online and see those who are professionals talk about it on Facebook that is not accurate. It also correlates types to personality disorders, the INTJ type, the schizotypal, and narcissistic personality disorder, if I remember correctly. Yes. IDR Labs has been refuted many times. It's fun to take, and I enjoy taking online quizzes like that, but not very valid. So yes, I scored the INTJ type in 2015. There are many personal factors which I find interesting. Another source of these online types is personality cafe statistics, which themselves are very inaccurate in stereotyping. Myers-Briggs is a very stereotypical assessment. And also, in regards to a possible INTJ narcissistic type personality correlation, they will try and break a narcissist of their identity. That is treatment for a narcissistic personality disorder. Yes, that is the case. Well, also, there's a lot of things that have been refuted in regards to Myers-Briggs. If you want an accurate assessment, you have to take a look at the function stacks and the socionics behind it. And INTJ's types of functions are introverted intuition being the dominant, extroverted thinking being the auxiliary, introverted feeling being the tertiary, and the inferior being extroverted sensing. This means when an INTJ is under stress, they'll be more physically wired, jittery, more responsive to stimuli a bit quicker. And that's how it works. When someone is under stress, the inferior function comes out. And that's pretty much how it is. I pretty much have all the deterrent and proof for my type. Yes, INTJs are typically very scientific accordingly to this type. I've always been into science my whole life. Spiders, tornadoes, water spouts, dinosaurs, that kind of thing. It is a very stereotypical assessment. But yeah, that is what I scored in regards to my type. 2015. From a Psych 225 perspective, which is theories of personality. If you want a truly accurate measure of personality, your best bet is what is known as the Big Five assessment. Myers-Briggs is very stereotypical and could cause a lot of discrimination against a person, which is very cruel and not right at all. But yes, this was my type. I would like to say you cannot fully regard stereotypes in regards to this Myers-Briggs thing, and it is something that you can't take literally. You're going to have a lot of problems if you go by and you are or you ain't literal concrete mentality for a theory like Myers-Briggs. I'd like to say again, thank you very much if you're going to tune into my video, and have a nice day.